Remember coming back from school, turning on MTV and letting it soundtrack your life while you did your homework, while laughing at some of their funniest and now considered cringiest iconic shows? Well, what if I told you that 3 of those shows could make a comeback perfectly tailored to our TikTok addicted brains? Let's dive into the magic of 2000s MTV. Welcome to Soundscape Chronicles of a Whimsical Girl. I'm a whimsical girl, and let me explain you a little bit about my idea behind this video. I think that whether I like to admit it or not, MTV was a big part of my music education as a teenager. I discovered a lot of artists through the channel and through, in a way, MTV culture. And I think it's a shame that it has become what it has become, but I also know that that response or is an answer to how things work nowadays. I think it's very naive of us to believe that MTV could still be the determined factor in what people are listening to or what they're not listening to, because that's just not the way the world works anymore. We have TikTok, we have YouTube, we have Spotify, Apple, we have so many different platforms that are music focused and that people just automatically use to discover and to consume music. And I think it's, like I said, naive to believe that MTV as a network television could compete with all of that. But I still think that they could do a lot to kind of revive their reputation as a music institution. So I decided to pick 3 shows that I think are related to music culture and that I think could adapt very, very well to today's media landscape. So I hope you stay to the end and let me know what you think. Okay, so let's start with the first show, and it is America's Best Dance Crew. First airing in February 2008, America's Best Dance Crew, or ABDC, was the ultimate competition for dance crews across America to showcase their talent. Each week, the crews or the teams battled in themed challenges, with one team getting eliminated until the winner took home $100,000. And you probably know that the first winners of the competitions were the Jabberwockies, who not only took this insanely amount of money home, but they actually became famous. I personally knew of the Jabberwockies before I saw the reality show, which I think it shows that these competitions could actually make you famous. I think a lot of these, singing competitions, what have you, they promise a lot of things like a record deal and this and that, and at the end, you don't really hear from the winners anymore. There are, like, of course, certain exceptions, but I thought that this would be the case with the winners of this competition. But I mean, imagine it was the Jabberwockies, who have starred in a lot of big stars music videos and that have their own shows. So it's a competition that actually works. And as someone who loves choreographed dance, I really enjoy watching this show because it was a combination of course, movement, creativity, and music, which embodies this music promoting roots that MTV used to be known for. And of course, this is, I think, is the easiest that you can pick to adapt to today's social media consumption, because I mean, this is just TikTok on a network, right? So I think this is a perfectly good show to translate into social media contests. So this is my pitch for MTV's revival of America's Best Dance Crew. Let's call it America's Best Dance Crew 2.0, if you will. So I think there has to be a first selection casting process where they select a specific amount of dance crews that are going to officially participate in the show. So let's say that they pick 10, okay? Then weekly, MTV would announce the challenges through their social media channels, be that TikTok or Instagram or both. And then the crews would upload their video answering as a response to the weekly challenge using a branded hashtag. And then, of course, fans vote. Then I would say that the combination of the fans' votes with the opinion of a panel of experts should decide who moves on to the next week and who gets eliminated. I think this should be announced on weekly on live streaming, be that on YouTube or even better. I think this could be a really great opportunity for MTV to announce the results of the weekly challenges through MTV, the network, and that way they can drive traffic and sponsor, of course, because at the end of the day, MTV just wants the money. But it's a really good opportunity to drive traffic to the actual network. Yeah, and that's the way it goes until the big finale, which I think should again be also on MTV, the network, just as they do with the VMAs and all of the awards that they still do. I mean, it could be that and in combination with a YouTube live streaming, for example. And at the end, the winner not only takes cash, because we all need cash, but also I think it would be awesome to give them the chance to be part of a big pop star's music video. So let's say that the winner of the first season of America's Best Dance Crew 2.0 gets to star, well, not star, but be on Lady Gaga's new video. I think that would be awesome. I'm not part of any dance crew, but I will try to make it just so that I can be in a Lady Gaga music video. What do you think of this idea? Maybe do you have ways in which we can refine it? And of course, would you watch it? Did you watch the previous, like the original ABDC? Let me know in the comments. I'm very, very curious as to whether you used to watch this show. What do you think about it? And what do you think of this idea? Okay, so let's move on to show number 2. La, la, la. This is my stuff. Got to get off. I may get off. If you love Daria as much as I do, you know that this show wasn't just a cartoon, but a cultural phenomenon. With her sharp wit and deadpan humor, Daria became the ultimate voice of reason in a shallow and chaotic world. For those unfamiliar with the show, it follows Daria Morgendorffer as she navigates high school, calling out the absurdities of society with biting commentary. And although Daria wasn't directly about music, I do think that it has this musical aura that definitely resonates with anyone interested in alternative culture. And I know that might be a little bit of a stretch, but I don't care because I really like this show and I would love to see a revival of it, or maybe not, I don't know, but it's part of my pitch, so let's bear with me, please. And one of my favorite things about Daria is how the show tackled topics like self-image or societal expectations, cultural trends in a way that felt ahead of its time. So I think Daria is like the perfect voice to do cultural and societal commentary about this era that we're living in. So what would Daria look like today? Well, back in 2017, show co-creator Susie Lewis and character designer Karen Disher imagined Daria living in New York working as a writer in a late night show. So my pitch is that now Daria is working as a head writer of this late night show, and she needs to navigate the battle between traditional media and social media. She would constantly give us monologues about how network television is desperately trying and looking for relevance in the TikTok era. She would remind us that trying to create a major hit in today's fragmented media landscape is like shouting into a void and expecting applause. Does it sound like Daria? Let me know in the comments and let me know if you would watch it. And now for show number 3, Becoming. First airing in 2001, this show made dreams come true for fans who got to star in MTV-produced recreations of their favorite music videos. With professional choreographers, set builders, and costume designers, these lucky fans live out their pop star fantasies and even receive personal letters and goodies from their idols. Some of the recreated music videos included Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and Avril Lavigne's Complicated. The 10-year-old version of me dreamt of recreating Oops, I Did It Again music video. Yes, I have to admit it, I did go through pop princess phase. Unfortunately, Becoming didn't stick around long, probably because MTV got a little bit greedy and milked with a spin-off cringy version of the show called Becoming Presents Wannabes. It's as bad or even worse as it sounds. Don't watch it. But if you're curious and brave enough, I'll leave you a link down below, but you've been warned. In my version of Becoming for today's social media world, fans submit their videos recreating some of their favorite music video sequences using a branded hashtag. Then the most voted entry wins and MTV produces the full-length recreated video. I also think this is a great chance to create a short-form series documenting an entire journey from submission highlights to the behind-the-scene footage to the big reveal. The final video would premiere on a YouTube live stream, for example, and also on MTV, driving traffic to the network and also sponsors. So it's basically old school MTV meets TikTok. If I got the chance to be on the show, I think I would recreate Evanescence Everybody's Fool music video because I love that music video. Or I would try to recreate one of Linkin Park's new music videos with Emily. Fun fact, I already tried to do like my own version of the Emptiness Machine on my TikTok. If you want to laugh a little bit, I'll leave you the link down below so that you can tell me what you think. It's not really a recreation of the music video, it's just a silly little experiment that I did on TikTok. Let me know what you think. And that's it. 3 shows of the 2000s era of MTV that I think would make a great comeback in today's media landscape. Would you watch any of them? America's Best Dance Crew 0.0 or a grown-up Daria? What about a modern version of Becoming? And if you have any other ideas of MTV gems that should get revived for today's social media craze, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious as to what you guys come up with. And yeah, if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more Soundscape Chronicles of a Whimsical Girl, and follow me on social media. I'll leave all the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.